Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be just showing you a few things that I picked up at my local Walmart. I seen a video on these Exceed A5 dotted journals and I really wanted to give them a go. Y'all know that I plan in my Happy Planner bullet journal for now, but I really wanted to test this out and give it a go. So I've actually been using this planner for the month of June. I keep wanting to say July for some reason, but I'm going to open this on camera with you and show you everything that's in it. I did buy 2 of them, so this is the one that I'm currently using right now, which I will open it up and show you guys as well, because my planning style is super boring, which is why I very rarely ever do bullet journal videos, just because I'm very minimalistic in here. So we're gonna get to this in just a second. I'm gonna show you what other things I got really quickly. This right here I found, like I said, at Walmart. It was like $2.88, something around there, but I thought it was really cute. And it comes with some washi, which, let's face it, it's not the prettiest washi. Like, I don't know if you can tell on camera. You kind of can. It's kind of dingy. I'll peel it off here so you can kind of see it. And they're really small rolls, which is fine. See, it's kind of transparent too, which I guess really isn't. Like, let's stick it to this, because I'm going to be peeling this thing off here anyways, right? Okay. So there's the first one there, and I'm trying to see it on camera because I can't actually see my camera from where it is, but there's the first one there. There we go. Here's the second one, and there's a string stuck to it. See that? Random string, but okay. Take a little bit of this one off here. So that's what these 2 washi tapes look like. I actually got them because I really like these like little clip things. They're like little magnetic clips and I use them all the time. And then it did have a few stickers in there which I can use in my bullet journal. But also this whole case I'm just going to reuse because you can actually just put it in a journal. So I just wanted to show you these that I got. I thought they were kind of cute. And I also got a blue one. This one actually comes with one of these 2. It's a pen holder. I actually just kind of put on the back of my journal on this one, and just like the very back page, and that's where I keep my pen, like, too. So this one obviously has a blue one. Sorry, I have the hiccups. 2 more rolls of washi, which these ones are a little bit easier to see on camera, I feel. This one right here, it kind of reminds me of the new Erin Condren planners, like the kaleidoscope theme. I don't know why, it just does. It just does. Like the colors of it just does. So I got those, and then again it has like these like little stickers in it. Let's see if I can, there we go. Can you kind of see them with the cellophane on there? You can. So I'll just use these in one of my bullet journal spreads. I don't typically use stickers in my bullet journal, but I really liked this one. It gave me Erin Condren vibes, and I don't own an Erin Condren, but I use these all the time. So I'm just going to set these aside really quick. This one right here, this is, I love this thing. So I needed a new one. I use these all the time. There's 52 pages. I use these all the time for my boyfriend and my son because we have such busy lives. Everybody has like schedules and appointments and work and everything. So what I do is I take my weekly calendar, which is actually on my phone, which is what I'm filming with, and I have everything in my calendar, and I synced my boyfriend's phone and my phone calendars together. That way if I put anything in there, it's in there. He sees it on his phone and vice versa. However, sometimes he does not look at that shit and it drives me nuts. So I bought one of these last year when we very first got together, and it obviously says Saturday or Sunday through Saturday, and I literally write down, like, I divide it off into strips. Hold on, I can kind of show you what I do. Okay, So what I typically do is, I don't use that side, is I will kind of divide them down into strips. Now give me, I mean, it's going to be kind of messy because I'm just kind of freehanding everything. But I divide them down into strips. I write literally everything that's on our calendar in these strips. That way he sees it. So like the first line is typically when I work, because he's like, I need to know when you work, and blah, 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 because it drives me nuts when I don't know when you work. So typically the first line is when I work, and it's usually highlighted in this color because this is my favorite color of the mild liners. So that's my work schedule. Anything else, like if Jonathan has a doctor's appointment, he's like this yellowy marigold color. Ricardo is green. I am this color. So anytime we have appointments, I write them down and I color coordinate them accordingly. So that's how I do things personally, and it works really, really, really well for this family. If we have bills, typically I will put the bills at the bottom, and then I will highlight them typically in like this lavender color here. Sometimes the bills at the bottom vary. Sometimes I don't put them on there because they're usually paid way ahead of time anyways. So I just wanted to show you these. And then I take this, and I have a nightstand over there, and I literally take it and I tape it to the side of the nightstand because it's a tall one. And he literally wakes up and this is the first thing he sees in the morning. It's perfect. So if you have a boyfriend like mine who forgets a lot of stuff, which it happens, we have busy lives, I highly suggest, I mean, you don't have to pick one of these up. You can just use normal scrap paper, graph paper, whatever. Write it down so they can physically see it every single day when they wake up. It's amazing. I love it. So there's that right there. And this is like, I want to say $2.88 as well, maybe $2. Super cheap, kind of pretty. I was like, okay, I grabbed one, and now what this video is all about. I'm gonna cut this open. See, the cellophane's not even cracked on it. Where's the scissors? Okay, so first of all, it's an Exceed A5 dotted journal, and it says it has 100 GSM heavyweight paper and 2 page markers, which it does. So I'll open this up really quick. It does have an elastic to keep the pages closed, or the book closed in general. I'll just take this off here really quickly. It does have a pocket in the back if you use it. I don't typically use the pocket in the back, but that's just me. You have a place to put your name and stuff. The paper color is an ivory color, which is fine with me. It doesn't really matter to me what kind of color they are. But all the pages are numbered, and you get 240 pages if you use the very, 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 very last page. And these books, y'all, are thick. They're thick. Let me go grab my Leuchtturm really quick. Oh, goodness. I just worked today, and my knee is killing me. Grab my unused Leuchtturm. Is that how you say them? Leuchtturm? Lecturm? I don't know. My 917. There we go. Okay, so you can kind of see in comparison that this one is pretty thick compared to this one. I think this has, and I'm pretty sure it's taller too. Width-wise, they're the exact same. Height-wise, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a tiny bit taller. Just a tiny bit. This is also an unused journal. I think I used it for like a pen test. Yes, I used it for pen tests. In the back. This paper is super thin compared to what it feels like this paper. This paper, this paper feels like, it feels nice. It's nice and smooth. It feels a lot thicker than these like pages right here. Just by like touching them, feeling them, they feel like pretty good quality. So I'm going to set this 917 off to the side. It does lay pretty flat, like if you were to open it up, like in the middle here, it does lay pretty flat. I'll give it that. It kind of creaks a little bit, like off that side. that didn't, but when I opened it up, there we go. It kind of creaks a bit. So I'm kind of worried about the binding all the way through. Depending on how you use your bullet journal, it'll depend on how long it'll last you. My 917s lasted me anywhere from 6 to 8 months, depending on what I did in the planner, or in the journal rather. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 index pages, which I think that's pretty generous. And then your first page starts over here, which I kind of love that. Like I said, everything's numbered. I'm just gonna do a quick flip through here to see if any of these pages are all messed up. They are not. Beautiful. The reason why I say that is because in the one that I'm currently using, the pages actually came messed up. And this is a manufacturer error. I didn't do this. And you can tell that by when you open it, there's no dots on the inside at all. And it kind of goes like that, if you can see that. But yeah, so I just kind of keep it folded up in the inside, and I'll worry about it when I get to it. So this one does not have that error in it, and like I said, it feels nice and smooth. It feels really nice. And I do want to do a pen test, but I'll probably end up doing it in this one because I don't want to write in this one just yet. I'm kind of particular about that, but it feels like it's pretty good quality. The kicker, it's under $10, and it only comes in 4 colors, I think. It comes in white, black, a grayish color, and like a lavender color. So the color selection, not so great. That's why I chose the white. I've always wanted a white journal. I just think they look so damn classy. I don't know why. They get so dirty so easily, especially when you're a cook and you keep your, I keep my data journal in my purse. So yeah, that's it right there. Now I'm gonna actually open up the one I have been using. We're gonna do a pen test in it. I hope you didn't see my phone number right there. So like, obviously I wrote June right here for my first context page. Content page. Okay. Like I said, I do a little bit of journaling in them. So the first time I did it like this. I'll just try to cover this up right here. Okay. And then I put how much I slept, my steps for the day, so on and so forth, what the weather was like. I'm going to flip over to here because there's like nothing right here. So this is basically how I set up my bullet journal. It's plain, it's kind of boring. There's no stickers, there's no like doodles, there's nothing. It's really just basic. So this is this week. So Monday, June 17th, I went to work at 6:30 in the morning. Actually, I was there at 6. But like, I have the stuff that I need to do right now, what the weather's supposed to be like, my sleep, my steps. Like I write that in at the end of the night, and then I typically do a little bit of journaling at the end. So what I'll do like this, and so I have next week's planned. I usually typically at the beginning of each month, I will set up each week because they're really basic and they're really easy just to set up. So I set up all 4 weeks at a time. I don't have to worry about it. And then a new thing that I have been doing is I've been doing my work schedule. So every single time I work at the restaurant, I write it here, kind of log it, and then my YouTube work schedule. I don't really have a set schedule, so any day that I work, I just kind of write it down and what I did, so on and so forth. And that's all I have done in this book. I don't do a future log. I don't do any of the cool stuff in the front, like birthdays, calendars. I don't do any of that stuff. This is strictly just for work, basically. So I'm going to flip to the back, and we are going to do a pen test. So I have quite a few pens in here. I'm going to grab out my pen over there, but I don't think I have any like fountain pens in there. So I'm going to grab my fountain pens from here because I love my fountain pens. I use them all the time. I like how they write. And then these ones I just found at a local store called Meyer. And That's what it is, Meyer. But I found them and they were like really super cheap. And because somebody had opened the package, but there's nothing wrong with the pens, and I think I got them for like $2, and they were originally like 15 for like those. So I have some Tombow twin tones in here. Like this is what I do when I bullet journal. In my other journal, I kind of bind them all together and just a hair tie, that way all the pens stay together. Okay, so this is going to be my Zebra fountain pen. So I'm just going to write Zebra. Ooh, this writes super smooth, actually. And I'll do each color because sometimes different colors tend to bleed, especially like a pinky ones for some reason. They always bleed on me. I don't know what it is. I'm really curious to see if I can use Sharpie markers in here because I really like writing with felt tips. Okay, so I'm not going to try to pronounce, or I can pronounce these. These are Tombow Funnosuke pens. I don't know how to spell it. So I'm just going to write Tombow. And then this is the plastic nib. That's what I'm going for. Don't mind my handwriting. This pen is dying. And then I have a Tombow with the brush tip. Okay, let's check these ones. I don't think any of these ones are gonna bleed through. You get a little bit of ghosting. I don't even know if you, a little bit of ghosting, but honestly, ghosting does not bother me. Like, it's so slight. It doesn't bother me. I'm actually gonna grab, do I have any in here? I don't think I do. I do, I have a brown Sharpie. That's random. I have a brown Sharpie. Okay, so I'm gonna write, this is a Sharpie fine liner. And we are going to go nice and slow to see if that sucker bleeds. Ready? Ooh, yeah. It's not really bleeding through. If I were to go over it several times, it definitely 100% would, but it's hardcore, like hardcore ghosting right now. So, I'm gonna grab some brush tip liner, or brush tip pens, and let's see. I don't really have that many different brands of brush tip pens. I'm trying to reach without like trying to roll my chair. Okay, so I have a Tombow. I got this in a Boho Berry box. It doesn't actually come out this color anymore. It's like a yellowy color. It's super weird. I never use it. So, and I cannot write calligraphy for nothing. So, I don't even know if this is going to show up on camera. Does it show up? Wait, barely. That's so weird. You see how the tip of that's a different color right there? So weird. Let's see if I can rewrite Tombow here. I don't know. I think I just let it sit so long that the color just doesn't, like, that's what color is supposed to be. And then this is 873. So this is the color that it's supposed to be. This is, so like this is the bullet side. It comes out normal color. The Tombow side does not. Or like the Tombow side. The brush tip does not. Okay? So this one is just dual tip pens. I don't remember the brands because it came in at like a box of like 150 different colors of them. So I don't actually know the brand name. I got these a long time ago though. I think they're called Fila's, like Feela. I think. Not 100% sure. I do know that I bought these off of Amazon. The brush tips are kind of janky because they're really super frayed, so I never really ever use these. When I very first started doing calligraphy, which I still suck at, I was just like, I can't get a nice clean line because like they're, I don't know if you can even tell, it's super frayed at the end, and that's how it came. Can you, is it focusing? I can't tell. But anyways, this is a pretty color. I like this color. We're just going to call them dual tip pens because that's just what they say on them. I'm going to do a couple strokes here because I want to see if they'll bleed through. And that was ×4. This one I think was ×3. Okay, I also have a super tip, like the Crayola super tip. Who doesn't have these? Did I spell that wrong? No, I didn't. Holy crap. I had a brain fart. BTW, this is my favorite color. I try to use this all the time. These write super smooth in this journal. Like, I don't know, they just glide. I don't know if it has like a waxy, I don't even know, but they just glide super nice. I like them. So okay, so we're gonna test the Tombow, the two both sides, the Fila both sides, and the Crayola super tip. That's pretty darn good. Like you're gonna have ghosting, obviously. All of them are ghosting, but not as bad as you would think they would. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then I usually just use felt tip pens. I also use a lot of the Signo, Uniball Signos. I think this is 0.38, yes. And I don't imagine this is gonna bleed or go, it'll ghost, but nope, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab out these because there's some really pretty colors in here. We're gonna try the twin tones. Actually, I don't know why I didn't just grab those. The twin tone, I have a bunch of twin tones right there. So this is the Tombow. And then this is the brush tip. It's not really a brush tip. It's more like it's like a hard bullet tip. And this is the same thing. And this is like the super fine point. I want to say this is 0.4. No, I think this is a 0.3 nib. And I think that's like a 0.8. So, I don't think those will bleed. This is gonna end up. So yeah, pretty good. I guess my final conclusion is, oh, and you do get two of these strings right here. But my final conclusion is I actually really like these. They're really sturdy, really good paper. They're nice and thick. The white's really pretty. And then like you could put vinyl over it if you really wanted to. Like if you had a Cricut cutter, you could put some vinyl on it and kind of decorate it however the heck you wanted to. But for less than 10 bucks, you guys, I think this is actually a really good deal. So if you can find these at your local Walmart, this is what the thing looks like the brands, the label. But if you can find these, I suggest picking one up. I really like it. So there's my review on this, and if you guys liked it, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.